Bring him from the yard. Arr.
This is Don, the Diecast Pirate, and today I have for you pretty much my final new arrivals for the foreseeable future. I do have one or two more cars coming in. So what I'm thinking is I'll either make just a short, quick video, or I'll show them in next week's What's in the Case. Which, by the way, stay tuned right after this video for the first episode of What's in the Case. Those are cars that are in my collection, and I really want to take a little more time in talking about them and not be so rushed. So it won't be like 48 cars or 24 cars. We'll probably talk about a dozen cars at a time, possibly, maybe even less. Because honestly, I want that series to go on for a long time, and I really want to showcase what these cars are. We'll talk about that in that video. Alright, let's get into this. So, you know, I've been buying a bunch of these Ramblin' Wreckers. I have two more of them. This one was a Redline. The back part, again, not usable. I think I only bought this one for $5. This one's a little more expensive, but it's a black wall, and I bought it because the whole back end is intact. Even though this is ripped out, it could all go back together and restore a Redline. So there's that. We'll show you this one first. So I bought another backwoods bomb. I was not intending to. I saw this. What I wanted was one that had, and I for some reason when I was a kid I always thought this was an alligator. It's actually a dragon. And so I got both of these. Both of these are Redlines. There was one of these that was actually cheaper than this, but not by much. But for some reason the camper top on it had fire damage. Why are you charging that much for that when that piece is not even salvageable? Just my thoughts anyway. After I bought this, I looked up in my case, and I already had one of these from 2 years ago. So I originally bought the one that I restored like this, and one of these with a good camper top on it. So eventually I think both of those will work into the rotation. Okay, I'm going to sneak this back in earlier in the video. I just looked down and forgot about this. There was one more lot of cars that I got off of eBay, and I just wanted to show it to you real quick. So I have a Red Baron Blackwall. Might be good for parts for something like this. It's a Redline, missing the hat. So those both might be parts donors for other cars that I want to restore. I showed you in last week's new arrivals the Ford Mark IV. This is what I bought this auction for. This is one of the cars that I bought this auction for. The Barons were, get those in the camera. The Barons were a bonus. The Mark IV might make a better restoration than the one that I showed you last week. So I'll have two of them. And then what really made me pull the trigger on this auction, the Mark IV in addition to the Peeping Bomb. Okay, so this is an original cap wheel car, and I don't remember, one of them was black and one of them, and I think the one with the chrome is more rare. I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up, or maybe one of you guys could let me know. All right, so back into the rest of the video. So there's those. I don't have any more of those coming. I'm not even looking at them on eBay or Mercari anymore. I'm just focused on builds and buying cars to build. Speaking of builds, Flying Valiant got a bunch of these demons. So I thought when he said demons, he was talking about the original demon that this Prowler was named or changed from. Okay. I'm like, yeah, I have a couple of those. And then I saw the video, and I'm like, oh, that demon. So, because he got so many, and he's going to send them to people who may need them to build, to be part of that build. I decided to go ahead and buy a few for myself, so I'm prepared for that when it comes up. So I have this Zamac one with the purple windows, which is identical to the ones in that I have still in the blister packs. Honestly, don't know why I bought this, but purple window. I don't know. Might look good if the car was black. I'll have to think about that one. Those wheels are... I don't like those. Somebody tell Mattel to quit making those wheels. And then these ones. These are better. I mean, if you're going to do a wheel swap, these are pretty cool wheels to do a wheel swap with, but I don't know what you would put those on, honestly. Those remind me of the ones that came off of off of this car, but they were black on that car. I'm just not feeling that design, that's all. But these, so that one was by itself, and then this one actually came with a few more cars, and I'll show you those. So there's this Demon, which, you know, as far as tampos go, this is really not bad at all. This is really good for what it is. But that's probably the one. I do have one more coming that I'll show next week. So it's either going to be, most likely whenever that comes up, we'll either do this one or the one that's coming next week, one or the other. I may just keep that one the way it is. We'll have to take a look at the other one. And then a 65 Ford Ranchero. And I didn't really even look at this auction too close. There's a couple of cars in it, and I'm like, yeah. So I looked at it for the Demon and another car, which we'll show you in a second. But this Ranchero, I think that would make a really nice custom. You know, I don't even want to keep it. I mean, again, as far as tampos go, that's not bad at all. But I think we can turn that into something more spectacular than what it is. And then we'll show you this car next. So this is a Ford Thunderbolt. Which the Thunderbolt was a Ford Galaxy, I believe. Ford Galaxy. So I think this one with the orange windows might make a good gasser. I don't know. I don't know what my plan would be for this. Hey guys at Mattel, how does that drive shaft rotate? Okay, there's no U-joint right there. That doesn't work. The car is not drivable. I'm telling you that right now. Of course, it's die-cast. You know, we know they're not. But I thought that was pretty cool. And then I'm going to show you this one, which Plymouth Fury, Valiant, or not a Valiant, Fury, I think this is. And this is a no-name, which, you know, when I was a kid, I would call China junk because there's no name on it. You don't know where it's made from. Most of this stuff came out of China in the 80s. But I don't know if we might do something with that. I don't know. I have some other cars like this that are a different brand. We'll see those in the What's in the Case videos. I'm not going to drag them out right now. I'll show you. But there's that. And then a Hemi-Cuda. So this, I mean, obviously the car art is wrong, but and some sparkly paint on there, which is a little thin in the grill area and stuff where it didn't get good coverage. So there's something on there too. And around the edges it's light. Like I've seen on other cars where around the edges in the seams and stuff the paint is light because it doesn't get good coverage. But this one I think will make a really super awesome custom. Can I speak now? Custom. Thank you. Alright. There's those, and then I got 3 of these muscle machines. In a video the other day, and I forget whose video it was, that somebody had sent them a box of cars and they had some muscle machines in it, and they mentioned again, and I had heard before that these wheels work really good for the K7s, and I couldn't remember. I think it was Jim Silva video where he talked about it. So I bought those because I have one that I want to definitely do a custom on, and we'll take those wheels for that. There are a few more cars I'm going to show you, and that's going to be it for this one. So we have another Blackwall 67 Camaro with that on the side, and this along with the other one. I think both of those are going to get converted to Redlines because the Redline car like this is just too expensive. I'm not going to buy them. I think I'm pretty much done, unless it's something that I don't have that I really want. I think I'm pretty much done buying Redlines, but we'll see. Who knows what the future holds, right? Because I'm going to show you one and I'm going to show you the other one. So which one do I want to show you first? I'm going to show you this one first because it was the first one to arrive. So it's a 55 Alive with the opening hood. Now I did show you that one in the video the other week, and I said it was the first one I ever had. I actually had one in the case that was a Super Chrome that the hood did not open on, which came out after this one. So this one has cap wheels on the back, and it has some really cool stickers on it. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to save those when we do a restoration on this, but that's going to be a restoration. And then I have one more. And I love the patina on this and everything. But again, opening hood. I couldn't buy one, I had to buy two. But see, this one's a cap wheel. And this one is the straight axle wheels. I keep calling them straight axle. They have the hole in the center. But both of those will be restorations at some point. So there's that. That's it for this one. And then next month I'm going to have another video, and I don't know when it'll be, so I'm not going to announce the date of it, which will be an off the hook, because I went to the store the other day and bought a bunch of cars, and it's just too soon after that one episode, and it's not going to be a regular series, because I'm not going to go to the store and buy cars like every week like that. So I'll save that for next month, just to throw something different into the mix next month. So this morning, the video for this came out, and I thought it was a really cool idea, a really cool concept. So there's that. Dates. Tomorrow, Friday, will be the regular weekly upload, the 8 p.m. live premiere of the weekly build, which will be this spoiler sport. You're like, how are you going to get that done in 2 days? Listen, I'm recording this earlier. It'll be fine. So there's that. Next Wednesday we have the build off with Matchbox Mark, another what's in the case video that day as well. Friday next week, another weekly upload. And then on Saturday I jumped in to do 3 Blind Mice Monte Carlo build. So I'll be working on that as well. So, we not as intensive a week next week, but that this car really put me behind on stuff, and I spent this last weekend getting caught back up for the most part. So we got all that stuff coming up. So stay tuned for that. Really, really, guys, the comments I'm getting on this car and this car, it's humbling, okay? So thank you for that. All right. Thank you for helping. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your comments and clicking the like button and subscribing and everything. I really appreciate it. If you could, I don't say it often, but if you could share my channel, share my videos. There's people out there who don't know about this channel. They want to see it. They just don't know it yet. Okay. So if you could just in your own time when you have a chance, do that. That would really mean a lot to me. Again, thank you guys for watching. As always, this is Don the Diecast Pirate, and I will see you next time. So we have another Blackwall 69 Mustang. Not even 69.